What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Rudy. Welcome to the Big Rudy Show. And this topic, we're going to talk about learning disability and also type 2 diabetes. And also, we have a special guest is in the building, Answer 06. Answer, you want to come up? Yes or no? Maybe later on when I finish my first topic. All right. So the first topic I want to talk about learning disability and so what is a learning disability? So basically a learning disability is it's for a person to have trouble like of their learning when they're growing up, when you see like having problems like reading, writing, math, listening, speaking, and organize information. So growing up as a kid, I was diagnosed with a learning disability. 'Cause you need to see like a specialist for that going for going for on for the education. So my parents don't know any English because it came from Mexico, so it's hard for them to teach me for English. So it's rather teach me how to speak in Spanish and in Spanish. And so far, and I remember when I was a kid that I didn't talk that much towards any other kids. And so they take me off of regular classes and so they put me in like other classes like special needs and like going with the special needs like people with autism, Down syndrome, and so other stuff. And so I learned them from my mentor. Like I pick up from them after, and my parent. So I act that at home. My parents, I go, "Why are you?" So basically, they went doing that. So basically, they went to the school. There's I go, "Why my child and other autism, Down syndrome, other kids?" And Got picking them like different special needs, like they had to like button their shirt, like swallowing all that stuff. So my parent took me out and then moved me to a different school, and so I was placed to a special need class, like special education. So for around like fourth and fifth, I went to a different school that close by to my house, and I was getting riding the small bus, like the special need bus, and I don't want to be part of it. So I was like, no, I want my parent to take me to school instead. So then after that, they can take me home because it's better. That because my parent used to work at a franchise business, used to work at Yum Yum Donut. After that, like, so basically they switched me to another school. So I missed like my other friends, and then I made new friends. And so I went back like a 5 minutes away from my house, and I made new people. And for that, what so what's the between like a regular classroom versus a special education classroom? Regular classroom is when a child, it's a child comes, especially like how like regular classroom, they're really good, like their education, like their reading skill, the writing skill, and the speaking skill, they're really good compared to um special education that was they teach you like a small basic like way behind like teach you how to write grammar, like speaking, reading, and doing math problems like a slower term. So I was in special education to like all to high school, and so for like to be in the special education that you need a IEP stand for, an invisible education program. So especially you need to see like a special aid for that for the kids you to be in special education if you have like a problem with math learning or writing, reading, grammar, such and such, and so I fit to all there. Then to have a IEP meeting with the teacher and your parents, and Can you hear me now? I know I have a little. Or my sound is really good. Oh, okay. Good. Not I have to move the mic up more. So basically, like, where am I? I lost topic. Oh yeah. Your parent need to go to the IEP meeting with your teacher. How like to work like we can help your child learn to get more improvement, like their reading and writing and math. Basically, I was struggling with reading and spelling on my grammar, and my math is really great. 'Cause I love doing math, and so for after that, um, I went to the high school. We have a different case carer do your IEP meeting that I heard from him that my freshman year that he told me I will not graduate. So basically, he tried to put me down. Like, oh, I think I think you're not gonna make it to high school, such and such, and like, okay, wherever, dude. Then I showed him up to senior year. I had to have him for 4 years at my IP case giver. And so basically, like, I graduated with a 3.0 of my high school. And before in high school, we had to take some some random test to get the exit exam on something like that back in high school. It was 05 or 04 that you need to pass to graduate. And basically that exam was kind of hard. Even like even the dean student didn't pass. I go, no, we're not gonna do that. So basically, so everybody graduated in 05 and you get a higher test grade, you get a medal. So basically, with a GPA, if you get a 3.0, you get a stool of silver. 3.5, you get a bronze. Then some 4.0, you get a gold stool. So I get one of the stool of silver. And so for after finished high school, I started working my first job, and my job was working at Kmart, and it was like seasonal. Then you know what? Um, Let me go to college, and so I went to my community college, and I decided what major I want to pick on. So I changed my major a lot. At first, I want to become a teacher, and I go, nah. I go, do I want to work with kids? like maybe I don't know. Like I like decide what about business because my parents used to work in the franchise with Yum Yum Donut. Then after the city bought us the property of Yum Yum Donut and where the city that used to be. So 2 years later, my parent owned like a business selling. It was half market, like half carniceria, like meat market slash taco burritos, like selling half Mexican food, half a carniceria, a meat market. And so like, should I pick up the business? I go, maybe. I don't know. Like I was about an art major, like something easy. I can do like an art, and so I decided, no, well, I just become an art major. So I take a bunch of art classes, and I really enjoy doing art classes. And so I applied for a certificate of graphic design. So I have a certificate of graphic design, and after that, so like at the community college, you have to take your general education, and they're like really like hard classes to pass. So I was struggling a lot, and I decided to be in a program called DRC for Disability Resource Center, and to help you to um what's that? Help you with your classes and how to get like audio. Before it was audio. Um, so basically, you have to buy the book, and you have to show them like the receipt, and they make it to like a PDF file of the book, and I also have extra time for exam. For example, if my exam for an hour, they give me double time, so I have 2 hours to complete the exam. So for me, I'm like an online person because if you take the exam in person, you get like really nervous and you like less stress because you want like people finish before you. You get really like nervous, like oh I don't know. I go, know what? I decided to take an online course is much better. So I don't have to worry. I can take my own time to take the exam, and so far. So what type of program will help me to see in school? So basically before it wasn't that much programs at my community college, just a little bit the disability resource center, and that to give you extra time, and the book. Now they have a software program to help you with school. So I want to show you the program that helped me the most. So this is the program that helped me to get my study on of the textbook called. So basically, this program help you to read like ebooks, and also if you're struggling with, for example, this also help you to you, you type in and
Rudy is cool.
so basically they read for you. So that program is really useful. And then the last program I show you, it was really good because it's free, and also so everybody can use that program. It's online and such and such. So that's the program I use to help me in my community college and also in my university, my Cass State. So basically, what club I joined my community college. So basically, I joined art club. Then I was also part student government in my community college, and I was vice president of campus relations. That mean I had to make the flyer and promoting and social media and so forth. Then and I was working so hard. Can end of the year you get a stipend of student government. So basically, you get free money. You work for the student government. Basically, I got a lot of free. A lot. I want to say about almost $1,000 more than rest of the VP. Cause the advisor saw me like working like 24/7 a day, like not 24/7, but working my butt up. And so for after that, I was the vice president for Interclub Council for RCC meeting. So I had to get a front of 25 clubs that represent our community college, different club names, and you have your advisor there and your senator, your rep at large to help you in the meeting. And I'm the type of person like not that much like public speaking skill, like talking to like the front of the whole crowd. I'm more like a one on one or two and two like a small conversation with like small people around. And I remember when my advisor told me that you need to practice to talk around like 30 or 40 more people around you because you'll be speaking pretty soon for a large crowd when you get into like a community university or any community college course. And so far, and I'm going to show you a video that I'm going to speak on. And I probably might need to get water right now, so I'm going to show you the video. All right. So basically, there was like so our community college. Basically, our community college like have free home campus. So we have Riverside, Mariana Valley, Norco. That's like our sister campus, and we went to Riverside because they have a special guest there. I forget his name, but he was in Breaking Bad. Well, I think he was that the skinny guy. I don't know with the disability. I don't know what his name, but it was a while back, and I have his autograph if I can find it, or I have a picture of him also. I'll probably put up in the Discord. And after that, after that, so that was like in 2019. So after the I want to say after the COVID-19, all the stuff happening, and I started. Basically, I was working during my community college, so we're working on my other job. Second job I used to work with that job. We do like inventory. We go to like different stores and we count like their items. So for we went to like J.C. Penney, Stater Brothers, Bonds, and a lot of store we went to, and also we went to Victoria's Secret. So we have to count the underwears and the bra. The hardest part is counting the underwear part because you have to find the tag. So a lot of people go, "Oh." And the only best part was working there. It was traveling to Vegas, and I was there for Vegas for 7 days working, and we get like a couple of days off. So that's more like my second job. But after 2019, something happened. I will talk about that later on topic. And after the in the pandemic era, 2020, I lost my mom due by COVID, and I lost my dad in 2013. And I remember that 2013 that my dad was taking me to school, and my dad just gave me $20 to eat. I will pay him back. Later that day, my dad just happened to it, I think I remember it was like a black something. I don't remember what it's called. I'm not a doctor. Like I think he got like a blood clot or a stroke, one of the two. And I remember before he left that he told me do good at school and do well and keep on getting a good grade. So I remember that. what my dad say. After that, during the pandemic, I was working at Amazon from August to December, and the day I lost my mom, and she was fighting for her life because my mom was pretty strong. And after that, I was when work is over, my sister called me. Yeah, a time to say goodbye to our mom, and I was getting off work. I was in a lift going back home because I was getting to work at. I started work around like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Like a 10-hour shift working in Amazon. So basically, while I was in live, my sister told me time to say goodbye, and I was crying at the at the lift right back home, and it was kind of hard, tough for me. And after that, I stopped working. I mean, go back to school, and I was no. Well, I'm gonna change my major to early childhood education, study adolescent, and after that, and I talked to my counselor. She's really like, and the counselor was really nice and sweet because I was part of the trio program, and like, you're close. You go, are you? You're closer getting like a degree on early childhood education. So I switched my major, and I look at the certificate. So basically, I have a certificate of teacher assistant, like a teacher aide, so I can help out the teacher. And so I finished that. So I applied for 5 different schools, and I applied for Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Pomona, Cal State LA, Cal State Long Beach, and know what's the closer way I can get to a Cal State University? So I went to Cal State Fullerton. Basically, that's part of this. I think this is part one of my journey. And the next topic I want to discuss, I might be answer into this. The topic we talk about type two type 2 diabetes. So I want to talk about my part a little bit. So I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes because it's a genetic, because I got it from my mom's side. Like my mom have it, my aunt have it, my uncle, my grandma have it. So it's each like my mom's side have the type 2 diabetes. And so I find out I have it because there was a school health health day, health center. They talk about health. So you know what? Let me try um do like a diabetic health. You know what I mean? So to poke my to poke my finger, go, yeah, your blood sugar's kind of high. And like at the 300 mark, I go, so I call my mom and I go, I think I have type 2 diabetes. So I went to see a doctor, and I went and also I went to see my paramedic doctor and do some blood work. Oh, and take and also do you don't want to know your A1C level. Basically, a A1C level. It basically you have to do your blood work every 3 months of your diabetic or your blood sugar level. So my was pretty high. Was like a 8.0. So that's the diabetes. And the next one I want to what's the effect of type 2 diabetes? So basically, type 2 diabetes can affect um, your eyesight and your liver, your kidney. Also, if you get a cut, it will take forever to heal up of the wound. And also you get dry skin, so you have to work. You have to put lotion on your skin of your body because you can get cut. Also, it's not if what's it called, crusty, something like that. The doctor told me, and for me, like at first I wasn't not taking serious about it, but type 2 diabetes will give you an RKO out of nowhere. And now I need to get 'cause before I used to poke my finger like with the needle, and the medication. What type of medication for type 2 diabetes? So basically, back then I used to poke my finger. Now they have a Dexcom. You put in your arm to track your blood sugar on your cell phone, connect to Bluetooth, and I take like 3 different insulins. I take a Humalog, Todremax, and Exopan, and I take 1,000 milligram and metformin. Because I remember the doctor told me that think about this: your body is your body is your body is a car, and your body because you're like everything in your system, your body, the lung, the liver, the kidney, with that it's part of your body, like the motor. So I can bring you that. And So for and I had to see like different specialists, like a rectum doctor for your eyesight because I got like 4 eye surgeries and and I messed up foot. Basically, I broke my foot. Not broken, like a bone was broken, and it's called charcoal for a person with type 2 diabetes. If you broke one of your pieces of your bones or your foot, and so for that's it. Answer. You want to come up? All right. I want to give to my special guest answer '06. Gil for answer '06.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very now.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And also,
Is the audio okay?
Acknowledge me.
yeah. So I want to acknowledge answer '06 to come here, and you know what? I respect him more than ever to give me like advice and knowledge. So I'm gonna give him knowledge.
Acknowledge me.
All right, go.
Much appreciated. Um, is the audio okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you very clear.
Okay, so what questions do you have? Like, I'm a type 2 diabetic as well.
Okay. One is how long you've been type 2 diabetic?
I got diagnosed in 2015. So I've been dealing with it like the last 10 years.
And what what kind of effect have you had for type 2 diabetes on your part compared to my part?
So for me, the blood sugars had fluctuated a lot before I knew I had it. And then I had put on a lot of weight. And then I went in for an emergency visit thinking it was something else. And they said, no, you're diabetic. So we're going to keep you in the hospital for a couple of days until they could figure out what medication would work to get it back down. And then next thing you know, was able to figure it out. It took me like 6 months to come off of medication, and I was off medication for 5 years. Then I had to go back on, but uh, my goal right now is just to continue doing what I'm doing to come off of it. But I've been taking care of myself very well. Martial arts, CrossFit, walking, swimming, and just trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Watch what I eat, like smaller portions, and then just be careful, and then stop using these fast food places to get a quick bite to eat.
True. And also, what type of medication you use to
So
help
when I
you?
first was diagnosed with it, they put me on Lantus and Novolog, which was both insulins, and then I switched to a combination medication called Metformin slash Genumet. I was on that for a while. Then I came off of that. Then was on Metformin, and then came off of that, and it was just strictly eating eating right and then working out twice a day. So I'll get up in the morning, go for a walk for about a mile, and then in the evenings I would do a cardio session and a lifting session, and I just did that. And then now, because of the workload that I have with my job, I had to go back on medication because I couldn't go to the gym as often as I want. And now I'm on three different medications, two pills and an injection. Uh, if everything goes well, next week they'll take me off the injection. I'll just be on the two pills and then slowly transition back off of it again. But when I first was diagnosed, my A1C was a 12. I shouldn't even be talking to you right now. And now I've been maintaining it at 6.5, uh, even as low as 5.8. So just continue doing the healthy lifestyles and doing the research to figure out what works, what don't work. I prick my finger every day to see where I'm at in the morning, and then before I go to bed, prick my finger, see where I'm at before I go to sleep.
Yeah. Um. So basically, like, where's your meal like every single day? Like where you have for breakfast, what you have for lunch, what you have for dinner
All right,
to help
so
you.
for breakfast, after I prick myself, I see where I'm at. If I'm below the norm or like in the normal range between 80 and 120, uh, I'll just have a protein shake and maybe two hard boiled eggs and some tuna. And then for lunch, I'll have ground turkey or ground beef with brown rice or with quinoa. And then for dinner, I have a protein shake and a tablespoon of peanut butter, and that's it.
Mm.
So I try to have a heavier meal in the middle of the day that'll last me the whole day, and then the evening have something very light. So then that way I don't wake up with spiked blood sugars. But I try to at least go to bed with my blood sugars at 120, 130 range. So that when I wake up in the morning, it's around 90 or 80. And I make sure to get a full 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, definitely will help you the most. And for me, for breakfast, I just eat like a peanut butter sandwich with wheat bread and orange juice, more water to keep me in like a little bit. And lunch, I just go to like have chicken or brown rice. Sometimes I switch it to like falafel, like lunch or dinner, and my snack will be like fruits and vegetable, like have a salad,
Okay.
cause because it's really good for your body. Like I eat that like Monday to Friday, and Thursday for lunch, cap school and campus. I go to like meetings, and what's the closest food to eat? So I rather have to go to like I put a local, get myself a chicken and beans and rice, then go then or Chipotle to cut them the chicken or that, and I had to wait for the train to go back home, and I take my medication with me like just a case, and so forth, just keeping healthy.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you get your steps in. Like I use a Whoop strap to monitor my fitness, and then I use my Apple Watch to monitor my steps and stuff just to make sure that, I don't get myself in a
Yeah,
where I get sick again. And if I catch a cold, or the flu, I try to remedy that real quick because that could also fluctuate the blood sugars as well.
Yeah. I realized that you get really nervous, your blood sugar can get up when you get nervous.
Yeah, because of the cortisol levels that would spike, that would also spike your blood sugars as well. One of the things that I don't think you mentioned was that it also affects your heart as well. So you got to do everything you can to protect that. That's why I try to do cardio twice a day.
Mhm.
Either go for a walk or go get on the elliptical or treadmill or a spin bike. I have a spin bike in my basement, and then I just do that for about an hour and then get that workout in. Uh,
Yeah.
so that way you exercise the heart, because what you don't want to do is have elevated blood sugars just pumping through your body, and then you basically just eating up the arteries with the sugars just scraping away at the veins and then at the arteries. So you don't want to have those issues.
Yeah, definitely. Because like your body is like a car, and your everything is like a motor. Can keep on going for life. You know
Very true.
that's my doctor keep on telling me for advice. And you know what? Remember your part of car. You're our car. Remember. I go all right. Then also having eye vision problem. Of
Yeah.
like glasses, or you need to see like a retinal doctor to see like how you're okay. If you see like floaties or flashing lights in your eye, I talk to my doctor. Nope, no floaty or flashing light, because you need like keep on taking your medication for your eye drops. They give you like help you. So lately, like I've been doing that. The doctor saw, go, your right eye is really good, but we need to well, cause they want to see like my old doctor report to my new doctor report, and so far go see me in 2 months. If you see floaties or flashing light, call me as soon as possible. I go, all
Yeah.
right.
Is basically what they want to do is try to preserve the optical nerve and making sure that you don't have damage to it. Because if you have damage to it, eventually you're gonna lose your eyesight. Like, so when I was first diagnosed, uh, when the blood sugars were going back down to the normal level, I went blind for a week where I couldn't see. Like, it was very blurry. I had to wear readers so I could see. And once I that stabilized, every 6 months I'll do a diabetic eye exam just to make sure. And it just not until what 2 years ago I started wearing glasses mostly full time. Uh, Comes with age, but also I have that underlying health issue. So now I'm just trying to make the best of it. So uh, the best thing I could advise anyone that has type 2 is to be active, get a nice meal plan for yourself, take your meds. If you're taking supplements, take whatever supplements would help you, but know what's your triggers, what would spike you, and then try to stay away from those, but also have an emergency uh, backup in case you drop too low. Like for me, I always have a pack of gum in my car or in my work bag or in my gym bag just in case if I feel like I'm dropping too low.
Yeah, same here. Like take like an apple or like a banana.
Yeah, for me, the banana spikes me too high, so I can't do the bananas. The apples are okay. Uh, but in the gum, like I don't have to worry about it going bad, so I just throw it in the in the bag and then not have to worry about it. Just know that it's there.
Yeah, definitely. What else? So far,
Hey, you're doing good, Rudy.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm going to see my doctor, my I don't know what's it called,
Primary care.
primary care doctor on Monday. Then next month and end of May, I need to see my blood sugar doctor. So I had to do my blood test to check out your A1C level.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like A1C level because there's like a different like levels. Like there are like high dev part, type 2, and per diabetic or non habit.
So normal range it would be from 0.0 excuse me, let me correct myself. 0.0 to 5.5 will be the normal range. Anything from 5.7, 5.6 going up to uh let's say 6.1. It's like that hey, you got something going on here. Let's do some more tests and let's look at what you're eating. Let's see what you're doing for exercise. And then once you hit over that 6.5, you're a diabetic. And then from that range from, let's say, uh, 10.0 to 15, you're in that point of no return where if it's not for the man upstairs, you may be coming home or you be back here on Earth with everybody else. So that danger area is that 10.0 to 15.0, where things will get really bad for you. So, like for me, it is my job for myself to make sure that I stay within that range of 6.5, well, 6.0 to 7.0. If I go a little bit above that, I'm going to do some extra workouts to try to bring it back down. Like right now, I have it set up where I do mines every 6 months because it's well controlled. Like my last one was 6.2.
Yeah, I think mine right now is 7.1.
Okay.
So I take like the first different medicine, the Zolpen, because I was no Zolpen, I was on it. Then I was off. Then I'll be back on it. Then I'm gonna wait for the doctor to say I'm gonna have take it off. Wait for the doctor and go. Yep, you need no Zolpen. Keep on what you're doing. Keep on exercising and keep on eating healthy, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And then do like low impact stuff because you don't want to sit there, rip a muscle where uh, it's harder for it to heal. Like, for instance, I got punched in the face, right? And
Yeah,
then right here, the scar, I've had it since February and it still hasn't healed yet. It's just taking its time. So
yeah,
you got to be very careful uh, with injuries as well because it'll take a lot longer for it to heal.
yeah. Compared to like a regular person, don't have diabetic, will heal like pretty fast. People with diabetic will heal like slower, little by little by little. And so far, that's it.
Cool. Any other questions for me, Rudy?
um, so far, that's it.
All right, cool. One more advice I'll give: at least a gallon of water a day. It helps flush your system out. So then that way, if the medication's not working so well, some of that fluids will help push those impurities out or the sugars out, so then that way you could maintain that level of homeostasis, so then that way you don't end up spiking. So gallon of water a day, and that would also help. So the other important things is make sure you get your eyes checked, get your feet checked, uh, get your joints checked, like in between your elbow, behind your knee, uh, your groin area, because those are places where gangrene could grow, and then you can end up losing a limb. So those are extra steps you have to take, especially if you're not active. But the most important thing is to be active. So now that we shared a little bit, I hope in the Discord we can message each other, just checking on each other, make sure that we're keeping each other accountable and keeping us at a good state. So in that way, we'll be here for like another 20, 30 years.
Yep. Because you only live once. And
Yeah.
you want to see us like when you want to see your child grow to see successful in life, what you want to do. For me, that I want to graduate from my university and career and so much.
Yeah, you could do it. I have faith in you. You're doing good. Your parents will both be proud of you. Both of them will be proud of you. I know they're not here with us in the physical form, but they both are proud of you.
Thank you very much, answer.
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Be kind to each other.
So we have answer. That's really good. He shared about type 2 diabetes and me too. And let's continue part B. Part B. So after when I finished my community college, I went to Cal State Fullerton, and it was hard for me that to get new places and such an to communicate with new students from around the world and different cities. And first time I was talking, and so after I take my my first so basically the class was CAS for child adolescent major. So you have to take like a prereq every CAT major. So you have to take 300, 301, and introduction, special education, and I take child family community core. And so I just get involved in campus, and well, so I joined the first club, CASA, as a member, child adolescent, and after that, I want to give up at Cal State Fullerton, and I don't want to go back because after that, I lost my dog on the 12th, my dog got cremated on my birthday. You know, I remember I was gonna post a picture of the white dog with a with the what's it called, with the geese, if that's the correct karate. And and so for so I dropped 2 courses, and but I was talking to my friend at the community college because he is a counselor, and he asked me, I go, how Cal State Fullerton going? I go, well, not too good. I go, I miss you here. I miss like a couple of my friends, and it's kind of hard to make new friends because my major is 90% females want to become a teacher, special education teacher, a case study person. What else? Or counselor, like, told me, don't quit, keep on going. You get used to it. I go, are you saying as a counselor or my friend? Both. Keep on going. Don't change your major. Cause I would think going back to become an artist. But no, keep on going what you're doing. Cause your job to help people in need. And I'm gonna share like a video where I did my first speech at the Cal State University of Fullerton. And I probably need to take a water break right now. So basically, it was. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you. That day, I was like, that was like next week was my turn or a couple of other students. They're gonna talk about that part. They're like, why you want to become a cast major? And my friend said, "Are you ready for today?" I go, "Wait, it's today?" I go, "Did I study? Did I prepare? Did I study?"
Nope.
I can't remember if that. Did you get his stuff ready?
Nope.
Did I?
Nope.
So basically, yeah, I just wing it, and I got a good grade. I got a B on it, and so far, and I joined. So after that, I keep on going in my Cal State Fullerton as a major. Keep on my journey. Then after that, and so every year they do like election for the new board member for CASA. No, well, I'm going to run, and I didn't get it. And one of the cast, a board member came, hey, there a position you want to be part of H H HHD ICC as a chair. I go, so I go, yeah, so you can apply. So basically, I was the chair for health and forget the other H. Oh, health and human department, interclub cancer, and so far I did for a year, and you got Skype in. So per semester you get for fall and spring you get $1,000. So I got $2,000 for a whole year, and I get my financial aid. And after that, now that year is over. No, I'm gonna run for another position for CASA. Then I would I was running for treasure. So I did treasure. I was doing that right now. I'm doing treasure. Gonna be finished in July, and I help organize the money, do a budget sheet, how much money we have, double the budget. And if people ask for money, we have to do it in a meeting to get approval. And our amazing team, and they care about you ever like a part, like a family. I'll go take care of your health first, and take and care of our stuff, because other stuff later. But your health comes first. And the advisors, they're like really nice. Some advisor I have, some are professors, and take care of your health because some of my advisors know my medical issues and my disability, and so far, and so I'm not sure. So child adolescent. So basically, talk about each board member. She was my Isabella. She was my tutor for a year and a half. Like this is me, at treasurer, finance manager, handle the budget. Sometimes I want to put somebody hide the money. There are poor people around. Our community project manager, our community project, the homie, Yanni, our our career. Basically, her duty was find any guest speaker talking about like any job out there for after graduation or interclub to go to the HSD, ICC. So basically, next year I take over her spot, and she taking over her spot, and new members, executive board member for next year. And so far, next year will be my last final round as a board member, and 3 more classes, and I graduated with my bachelor degree at child adolescent family content, community content, and so for oh yeah, and also I forgot. So basically, every year we supposed to get trained for any new people going to take over the executive board member. Last year, I didn't get no training as a treasurer, and so we had to fix some of their mistakes. So, as me, go what happened to the shirts? We didn't get shirt last year. So they got me and go, okay, I got you. So you know how to do.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
I've been digging. So I've been digging a lot. And I found out she then respond back to the person of the company of the shirt. And we get a full refund. And We got new shirts, thanks to me and our team. And I go, Noah, I got you, man. I go, you did all yourself with no training. I go, nope. You know how to do. You know how to do.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
Go to dig. And next year, I will be there at the wrap, and I'm gonna train the new treasure how to do everything. So I had to make a 2-page how to do my job as a treasurer and the money, and that's it. That part. Then next year I'm done. Then what's next for me? And so forth. That's it. If so, I'm gonna drop the link if you wanna come up and talk. That'd be cool. So I'll wait for 5 minutes, and if people did not want to come up, cool. You don't have to come up, just if you want to talk. All right. All right. So I'm gonna, if no one wanna come out, so I'm gonna close the stream. All right. Talk to y'all. Take care of one another. Love and peace. And take care.
Yeet!
Bye. Oh, Ryuki, my bad. Oh, Ryuki. What's up, my dude? My guy?
Not much, man. I was listening to your talking about people, because you'll be leaving in a few months or so. Is that correct, man? From your position you're in, Treasury?
Yeah, I'll be gone. 3 more weeks. I'll be gone, but I'll be back as an ICC representative.
Okay. So will you be training the next person for Treasury?
Yes, I will train the next person.
Good. Sorry, my phone's going off. Sorry about that. There's someone I watch on Instagram. I think One Punch Dad. He's a military guy. He does military content, and one of the things he talks about is changing how leadership trains people, make it better. I think you doing that probably because you were saying that no one trained you how to do the treasure at all. They just kind of threw you to the wolves for the most part.
Yeah, I wasn't trained at all because I we tried to find the or the previous,
Mhm.
and I emailed her. 'Cause I have her number. I email her. I go, yeah. About next week before graduation, she leave. Okay, I reply back to her. I go, okay, cool. She apply, and like about next week, I've been busy with final. Okay, next week I go, man. She gonna be graduating next week. I go, okay. After that, no respond back at all. So
Gotcha.
then I had to communicate with the president, the previous, and the
Yep.
new one. Cause we're like, well, cause I have their number. I go, hey, such and such, then XYZ didn't train me, and so I had to learn everything on my own. But it was like super easy. At, at first, it was kind of hard, and I trained like, okay, you have to do this, okay, do this. You have to have proof. Because show me the receipt. Can you need to get reimbursement? You have to show me the receipt. You have proof, so you just take a picture, send it to me, and I had to do like a paperwork. Then I had to learn a new program called Stage,
Okay.
and Stage was kind of like give me like 20 minutes to work on it. Then you have to give it. You have to wait for the student government to approve it. You need to approve it by advisor. We have to send it to that. Wait for the student government to get approval, and send you the money in pick up in person or a check to your house. So basically, the job duty you have to take like screenshots of the paperwork, the receipt, and that's it. Then you have to go to that part, then fundraising, so you have to charge of that. So basically, mostly we did like Halloween candy grind
Okay.
and Chipotle. You get like a 30%, like 25% of Chipotle. And so we did Chipotle, but we did 2 times, but Chipotle is hard to book. Not hard to book, but you have to book like early as soon as possible before that place is packed, fill up already for different events.
I gotcha. So kind of like catering and all that, try and get that buy in bulk discount and all that for those fundraisers events and all that, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I think you're doing a good job doing that. Try and help train the next person. Tell them which places, hey, these are the places that actually gives the best deals and all that because you already did the research.
Yep.
Probably
You know,
make
you
that as a little journal just so they have it.
yeah, we had to submit. That's a part of our final. You did some. They had to do like each lineup.
Mhm.
Then you have to write like a page and a half. Your experience. What could you change? What for the next person? Such and such. Yeah, and you know how to do.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah.
I just want to say from you going from the rough end and trying to make it easier for the next person, I think you're doing good leadership training and breaking that shackle of bad leadership. from coaching and all that. I just want to say you're doing a good job, man. Okay.
All right. Thank you
And
very
keep
much.
that mentality wherever you go forward in life and all that. Okay.
Remember, I'm the real Power Ranger.
I'm a real boy. I swear. My protection didn't get broken by my dad.
All right.
All right, man.
Peace and love, bro. All right. Anyone want to come up? This your last chance. You got 2 minutes. If not, that's cool with me. All right. 1 more minute. All right. I just want to say thank you for everyone who watched the stream live. And I want to thank to Answer coming up for this special event, and Ryoki too, coming live and talk to me in the chat, talk to me in video.
Yeet!
And so just remember, I'm gonna clip this, make it short, and I'm gonna work on this about in 3 weeks, because I got 2 weeks and a final. So I remember I need to clip this. And a final word. Thank you, love and peace all. Like, comment, share. It's free. You don't have to waste a penny. All right. Good night, all.